I think. And from what I understand, it's gotten a bit of a name for itself as being one of the better universities, better lower priced universities for oh dear. Okay, whip through this one there now, guys, because I don't want to wait another. Excuse the now if the camera's jiggling. Anyway, and there used to be a worship facility for the religious students here. And I'll give you a pan around this way. Okay, and here's the dorms for the students. Some of the dormitories. I always did like the architecture in those buildings. And we do have our underground crosswalk thing, is where you go down there and it just I think it goes up around certain areas of the campus underground. I've never walked it myself, I don't know. Not a student, so never been a student of Mon University, but stuff I've found out over the years while I've been here. So yeah, so here's a cute little structure. As I said, there's the chapel for Mon University, and of course nowadays there we go, 28 minutes. So now I got the hope now that I can get up to the Confederation building in the next 10 minutes. I think I should be able to. Here's our Arts and Culture Center there, guys, where we where they put up all of our local entertainment and so on, plays and musicals, concerts and various things. It's still, as far as I know, it's still being used for that purpose. Now again, with the whole COVID thing, I don't know what they've cut back on, how much over this past year and a half or so it's been active with various activities and so on and that. But normally that's what goes on there. Interesting architecture I find. That place was built in the 60s there, guys, so it's got kind of like a real 60s kind of a feel to it. So anyway, so continuing on here, as I was saying, what I know of the history of the university, the premier, the head of our government here in Newfoundland is called a premier. The premier of our province at the time, the first premier actually, when Canada joined with when Newfoundland joined with Canada back in 1947, I think it was. He was the premier of the province at the time. Joey Smallwood, his name is, and it was his idea to have a university here in St. John's. I think there was one here before in downtown core area, but it was like minuscule compared to what we have here now, guys. And I guess they had the foresight to see the need for a nice modern university, modern for that time anyway, for Newfoundland as well, so we could hold our own with the other places around the world, sort of thing. In my humble opinion, there's a lot of controversy over Joey Smallwood here in Newfoundland. I'll always say Newfoundland, guys, I mean to say Newfoundland. A lot of people hate him, a lot of people love him. There's very, very few that there's like a neutral kind of a feeling. A lot of people feel that because he pushed for Confederation with Canada, he sold out Newfoundland. Other people see him as a hero because they feel that had we tried to kept going on our own, we would have went under. And we just would not have made it on our own. And I, even though this was long before my day, because I was born in mid-60s, so he'd already been the premier for 20 odd years up to that point. He was in office for quite some time, actually. Yes, okay, I think we're going to do this, guys, without too much problems. I'll probably even have a little bit of time left over just to kind of walk around up there a bit and so on and so forth. Yeah, he pushed for a university. He got his way, of course. We got the university, we got the got these grounds here, which was just open fields and woodland and all that sort of stuff at the time, and it got built up and it got to be turned into the university that we have here today. So here's the Arts and Culture Centre from this angle, guys. Okay, so I am trying my level best there now, guys, to make this walking tour as interesting as I possibly can and give as much information as I can think of there. Another intersection that we're going to get stuck in, I think. Suppose I can walk through here. Oh, yeah, okay. This is one good thing, guys. If I ever get knocked down while making a walking video, I got it recorded anyway. So we'll it'll be recorded who's in the right and who's in the wrong. And a gorgeous weather now. Here's a nice I'll get a walking tour of this lake one of these days too, I think, guys. So never luck out with these intersections. I never catch them the right time. I always gotta wait for a moment or two. So you can see that when we're around St. John's, there's always a lot of traffic, guys. There's very few places that you can go anywhere in St. John's on any given day where there's not quite a bit of traffic. So I'm not aware of the population numbers there in St. John's right now. I think we got some like 100,000 plus residents here in St. John's now, but don't quote me on that, guys, as being gospel, because I'm not absolutely 100% certain of that. I mean, it's like we got 500,000 people, the full population of Newfoundland itself. So, and here we got Pippi Park, campgrounds up along there somewhere. Maybe I'll take you on a walking tour around that someday in the near future. So yeah, I mean, I'm here kind of like racking my brains, trying to think of from one day to next what would make the best walking tour videos. So I still had to take you for a tour of Signal Hill yet, which actual Signal Hill, which I didn't get to a couple weeks back there when I did the walking tours of the waterfront. I want to do a walking tour of Kitty Vitty Village, guys, and Kitty Vitty Lake area sort of thing. I considered doing that today, actually, and not bothered with this one, but because I also need to get some groceries later on too. So and here we are now, guys, almost up to the Confederation building itself. So I may get just enough time to stand outside, give you a little quick pan of the front to I think so. And hopefully clue up this video kind of comfortably.